Hey, this is Brooke with Breaking Down the Page. Gonna actually be breaking down Scrivener a little bit today. There's some stuff. I went on a trip. I bought Scrivener, got into it very recently, and then I was going away for a weekend, and I didn't want to bring my desktop because that's what I have it on. I don't have it on my laptop at the moment. But I know there's a mobile version that's an extra $20 on top of the 60 or 100 ever I paid for Scrivener. I found it very helpful. I've transitioned pretty much fully from Google Docs over to Scrivener for the ease of being able to track my research and everything. So, how do you get it to sync was my big question, and I had just a few hours to look it up. I told my wife I was like, I'm just spend 40 minutes and I'm going to finish packing and be done. And I spent more than I did the 40 minutes, then got done what I needed. Then it really irked me that I paid the $20 and I wanted to be able to actually, just sorry, tech thing, make sure it actually worked. So I have my mobile phone here. I have an iPhone. I'm linking it to PC. Everything that I said right about being able to link your phone to your PC, and that is pretty much correct. Best I understand it, you cannot simply, or I could not find a way to take the files I had over here on my desktop. I could not find a way to, or this is a Full Metal Alchemist project. I'm going to put together an episode list. I was ready to do a video today and decided I was getting too stressed. But I have like some of my copies of the manga here that I was going to like reference, as well as some of the DVDs of the first series, and talk about that and Brotherhood and what can we as writers and readers take away from the difference of the two. I recommend watching both anime, reading the manga. It's amazing. Art off the scale. Story off the scale overall. So you got your project on Scrivener. Let's just sit with it there for now. Best I understand it, where was the one I actually had pulled up with the to go to open. So right down, I'm in the Dropbox folder. You're going to want Dropbox. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. And when you actually get into these files here, you'll notice there's a mobile folder here that won't be in your regular folders. So what I'm pretty sure happens is your phone is set up slightly different, has this mobile folder. So you'd either have to figure out how to make a mobile folder for your existing projects on your PC, or just make the stuff on your phone. And so, what did I do? How did I get around this problem? I have a wonderful picture of my wife on my home screen. She is inside of a Zorb. I'll go ahead and sync now. All right, so I just tried doing some samples. I did another video and stuff wasn't working properly, and I wanted to make sure like I couldn't figure out how to pull the files up. So I think I got that now. For simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna start a project on my phone, and let's do be breaking down the page test. And I'm gonna just say it's on my iPhone. Let's keep it there. You'll see me adjust it in a moment. Draft. Brooke is awesome. So I got that. I got my sample document. Let's name the sample document part 1. Why breaking down the page will help improve your life. We'll start with life, and then we can actually just, if I click on here and I hit the plus sign, it'll start a new title. So why it will change your life, your writing. And I'll just make another one here. There's a little plus sign in the corner. And reading. So I got some documents. Let's add just a little bit of text. Because reasons, of course. So I got just the basics of a Down here is where you actually add the new, come on, camera. All right. That's where you start a new document, you start a new folder, you can share stuff or whatever. This is the overall, what I have in here. Right now, this is the overall project. You can see how it's set up slightly differently if you're familiar with Scrivener. Like over here, just there's more drop-down options. Not as, it just looks a little bit cleaner on the iPhone, which makes sense because it's like you're on your iPhone. All right, how do I get this to my PC? Because right now I have all these, it's just weird. You can see I have my sample backup. I got just coming up with names. I was running out of problems. So I'm going to go ahead and hit edit. I'm going to take this from my iPhone and put it in my Dropbox folder. It's like what? It's uploading now. Is that what the? Hit the refresh. Syncing with Dropbox. Syncing files. All right. So now it's on my Dropbox. I was earlier trying to do using the syncing stuff over here, the import export. I think what I need to actually do is I'm going to go to open. What was the name of this? Is BTB. All right. So now I'm actually down in the Dropbox folder here. And I actually want to go inside of apps Scrivener over here. And here's actually the folder shows up. So I can click there. And here's the actual project inside of this folder. And I found it easier than just simply clicking. There's a lot of extra clicking here where it's like I wanted to be able to make sure you guys could see. It's here. Then we click on the test, open it, and here we are. We got Brooke is awesome, part 1, why breaking down the page will improve your life, and then I just simplified writing, reading. Though what you'll notice is if you were to, at least for me, I usually generate for fiction. It doesn't have the places thing over here. There's a little places tab, or you got the front matter section, or you got specifically the notes, which I don't really have anything actually in this Full Metal one. In my other project here, we got all the words. Pull up 2 different pages. I got all my translation here into Hebrew, into Potawatomi. Some of it here, I need to add more here because I've been consolidating it. Because I've been writing a lot in Hebrew and Potawatomi and using names for supervillains and superheroes and superpowers and this new novel work that I'm doing. Because why not? Who doesn't want kind of a Christian-focused shonen superpower system? Why not? And making sure just praying to God doesn't like let you just slaughter everything. Can't have that. It's too easy. All right. Here's my places. I got Nazandwe, Hopperberger, Bash to Boyack Park. That's Potawatomi. Saninthawa, Shabani Fountain and Statue. Shabani is the name of a Potawatomi chief who did a Paul Revere type ride through the white settlements around Chicago, northern Illinois area to warn them the Blackhawks were attacking. So he has his own park in my version of Chicago. But all right, how do we? And you'll notice down here I have a thing called Epic Copy. This is actually has to do with when I brought in all of the documents into here because I had to. All right, we're gonna get into. All right, so I now have a project on my phone. It's got the mobile data. What did I do? Pretty much what I did was, let me close this one. I didn't want to mess with this one. We got my buoyancy story. I don't have my buoyancy story on my phone at the moment. Buoyancy is what I'm publishing on my Substack. It's a 7,000 plus word short story I wrote based on a dream. Years ago, I wrote it years ago, like 2008 or something. And I'm gonna try to get that over in the Substack. So I can't just generate the front matter the way that I want, or the mobile matter. So let's make this smaller. I want to say what I just did was Control A, Control C to copy, and then did I just like paste it in here? Wait, no, this I bet I know what I did. I probably just took if this works. I need to said I did this like a week ago. All right. Just transfer. Okay, it won't simply interesting. So did I import the project then? I bet maybe I imported it. All right, where's my other actual Scrivener documents? It's under my documents folder. Oh, I feel like I did this very easily before. Oh, Scrivener project. Let's see if that works. All right, go to documents, Scrivener. It's not quite what I wanted. That didn't even work. All right. Import Scrivener project. There we go. So import the project into your thing. Sorry for the wait. And then you just go down here, click on buoyancy. Here's all the sections: part 1, part 2, part 3. And then from there, all I did was I just moved the stuff into like kind of the proper areas. So then I moved the character stuff up, moved the places up. I accidentally put the places inside of the character thing. You'll notice it'll have this little line on the left. You might not be able to see it; it's too small. To make sure that you're pulling stuff outside of the folders and they get their own little spot. I don't really have any research or this other. I guess I have character. No, I don't even have characters on this. Anyway, so then just import your project. What you're gonna lose, I can show you that. What you're gonna lose is. Let me pull up my main project. So you go to projects, writing history. Because this is a brand new project and I imported from the old one, assuming that's what I did when I made this, it only shows my writing from back from April 18th on, which is just under 10K pages. Versus if I close that, if I were to open recent projects and click on Epicurean, which is the original document, I was 23,000 words, 25,000 words there. So I've written 13,000 words. No, it's only 8,000 words. Yeah, 8,000 words. Sorry, math. And I go to writing history. It then shows I was writing 3K some days. And initially, I had it cut off at midnight. Then I eventually had to start cutting off at 4 in the morning. But 2.5 to 2,000 to 1,600 to 3,200 looks like the top. So I still have this if I want to track what my writing is. It just doesn't have it on the new one I imported it to. It's annoying that we have to do this to be able to work from our phones. Oh, and I'll show the phone version. Pull up the camera. All right, so now it's going to ask me, do I want to sync? And yes, I want to sync. Sync now. So definitely want to be using one or the other. You don't want to be updating stuff on both, as you would expect. BT test. And look at this. We got buoyancy is right here. You can adjust however you want, because I might want the folder up over the Brook is awesome thing, but who really, like, not that big of a thing. I got my places are there. I got my characters are here. And if you want to move the stuff around, you can click here and then grab it and move it, whatever. There we go. Quick little video. Some other notes on. Oh, well, what are your questions about Scrivener? Are there things that I'm missing on Scrivener? What are your favorite things that you like to do with it when you're writing? Different format. Are there things in my format that you're kind of like, what are you doing, bro? Thoughts or concerns? I'm new to it. I'm just here to have fun and really focus on getting to my daily writing and being able to have my references for what's going on the maybe last chapter. I'll have that on the right here, or maybe I'll have these kind of a little bit closer together so they're not as big. I'm used to actually having multiple documents spread off. I have a second monitor that you guys can't see. And that's where we're at. So thank you for watching. Be expecting a Full Metal Alchemist video if it does, maybe before next Tuesday. I just want to put together, like, this is my. I think people should watch both from especially if you're a writer, creative perspective, because there's story ideas and concepts that even come in what would be considered the filler episodes that I'm usually not a fan of filler episodes. The difference is with the original Full Metal Alchemist anime, they get up to a point where they caught up with the comic, and then they get the blessing of the creator to go do their own thing. And so technically it's all filler, or it's considered anime canon then. And we get to see the characters get to a certain point in time, and then they diverge, and we get two different timelines. And it's so interesting to see how their thought processes, how they use their powers, how that differs from Hiromu Arakawa, the author, what she thought about where the characters would be progressing versus where the anime directors and creators went in the original series once they broke away from the canon, the manga. So, have an awesome day. Hopefully, this is helpful. Send me any questions and maybe I can help you. I don't know. Bye.